go. Good morning. I'm Claire Louise Hyde from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Ooh, a little bit croaky this morning. I've not tested my voice out. Obviously didn't say hello to the cat then, did I? Although I think I did. I think I maybe just asked her if she wanted some biscuits. Good morning. It's Wednesday, hump day. How is everyone today? Are you good? Getting some cards out for the collective and doing some channeling. And I'm also going to be doing some mini reads as well. If you're interested in a mini read, all you need to do, if you're on the live chat, check out that pinned comment that's up top of the live chat. Tells you how to do it. It's by donation. There's a PayPal link in there, which is my preferred method of doing it. You can also use Super Chat or Super Sticker as well for your donations, if you prefer to use YouTube for that. And if you've got a question for your higher self, put a capital Q at the start of your comment, just so that I can find it easily amongst the comments, the chatty comments. Morning, Connie. Morning, Maria. Morning, Heather. How's everyone? Delightful, but a little bit raggedy. I love this card because, I don't know, she just looks like she's, she's been through it, the hedge, backwards or something. But she's feeling delightful anyway. Hey, Jamie. She's feeling delightful anyway. This is good. This is a good sign. Starting off with delight. I love that. Hi, Timothy. How are you? What else have we got apart from delight today? Cozy home. Nice. Cozy home. I've had 2 spectacular days in my business. And that just reminded me. It's really fired me up. It's like, yeah, I want to build a house. Hey, Arabella. Hey, Connie. Oh, I already said hello to you. Hi, Mr. Bowers. When the money's flowing in good, it's like, possibilities. And what else is in my news? Not a lot, really. I've got itch there. But that's not that exciting. So let's get some tarot out. 2 out of 2. Yeah, good cards. Good cards today. Look, I got some new flowers. These are the orange pom-poms that I was telling you about. I don't know what kind of flowers are they. What are they? Are they chrysanthemums? I don't know. Orange pom-poms everywhere in Thailand. So we're all blessed again with these flowers. And I got some of the other ones as well. I got another lot of those. They're nice, hey? And they've already arranged them for me. They're doing much nicer than I would. It would be kind of nice if it was red, orange and green. Traffic lights. Oh no, you lost another stepbrother. I'm sorry to hear that. Tim's been busy. Tim's been busy with a lady. But now he's back. The vengeance. Amongst the fold. Let's get some tarot out. See what's going on. Feels good though. In other news, the certain guilty party has proved his guilt by not coming back to the gym. So he's thrown himself out, which is good because this is good. Like, yeah, he should be ashamed of himself. So don't bother coming back, mate. He's leaving the island in a few days anyway. So good riddance to him. The other one, the fighter in the palm. Because I'm a fighter now. I fight with guys, apparently. Yeah, I was hearing, I hadn't realised this, and I don't think I saw it. He had another guy in a headlock, a friend of mine in a headlock. What the hell? Anyway, my other female friend wishes that she'd been there. Because she's very strong too. She's like, right, it's on. We're going to be fighting from now on. It's like, yeah, let's take boxing gloves with us when we go out. Keep them under the bar. Get them out when we need them. You like the table? Thank you. I like my little shelves. They're very organised, and you know what I'm like. I like organisation. No ladies. And I did 7 minutes plank yesterday. 7 minutes. My record was 5 minutes before, and I knew when we're getting up to 5 minutes that I was going to do more. I'm like, I can do more than 5 minutes, and I went to 7 because I still wasn't shaky enough by 6 minutes. I went to 7. That's really good. Woo! You just turned your 30-year mortgage into a 15-year for only 100 more. 2% interest. Awesome. Wasn't that in the energy update? Was that yesterday? When there was a saving, there was something coming about in savings that it was going to save you money or allow you to create money, to save more money. There was something like that. There was something like something gets discounted, and that honestly, Connie, that's going to get you on the up and up. Anything like that, abundance loves it. Like I've told you, I got back into putting half of my money away, and then started considering putting 75% of it away, which I haven't even started doing yet, and my income has just gone up, 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 up. That's awesome. Yeah, a great way to start your 2022. Paving the way for an abundant year. I love it. So it's incredible things we can do, hey, when we get tuned into abundance. You cut the ties. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, it's tricky, isn't it? But there comes a point, oh, look who we have. There comes a point when you've got to realize we can't be friends. I mean, we can, but that's because we've not got anything going on with each other. As soon as one person has feelings, we can't be friends anymore, I'm sorry. Beltane, look at these two. Ooh. Dance around the maypole. Celebration. Beltane. This is the lovers. Well, what positive cards to come out? It's the lovers. Oh, we've not seen them, have we? For a while. I mean, sometimes it goes on about love stuff, but these cards. The lovers. The sun god is no longer a baby, but fully grown. At this festival, the god and goddess become man and wife, and pagans celebrate their union and fertility. This holiday is like the wedding of the god and goddess. The baby god has grown into manhood, nearing his prime. Since just after Yule, he's been coming into his power. Beltane celebrates their union, their fertility, and all its promises. It's on the opposite side of Samhain, on the wheel of the year, and like Samhain, this is a time when the veil between the worlds is thin. Much pagan symbolism. The Beltane symbol of the maypole is obviously sexual. Is it obviously sexual? Is it a phallus? I don't know. The holiday celebrates virility and the joy of sexual pleasure, and by extension, of life in its prime. For some, this time, just before the peak of life, is the sweetest and the best. This card, with its revelers, maypole, and passionate god and goddess, highlights both the holiday itself and the meaning of the card, the joy and beauty of choosing wisely. When one makes a decision that makes the heart glad, prolific life generally follows. Woo! Now, this can be in our love life, but it can be like what Connie just said. Doing stuff like that, like having some kind of a solution that like brings us more abundance, that too, choosing wisely, the joy and beauty of it, and making a good decision. It makes you glad. But this is the lovers. It's following our hearts, making a good choice, happy, healthy partnership, finding a perfect match. I feel like it's going to happen soon. I feel like mine's going to happen soon. I'm feeling it more and more. And here's the opposite of what it was talking about before. Samhain, is that the moon? Anyone want a mini read? Get them pouring in and I'll batch them up. What else happened yesterday? I tried to get my hair done. No go. She was booked up because they've been closed. They closed. I know they had a break, because they have a busy time before Christmas and New Year. And it only just opened back up again. Tried to go yesterday. No, fully booked. I'm booked in on Thursday. So then I thought, oh, well, I'll go for a massage because I'm not going to be able to go for my massage on Thursday if I'm getting my hair done on Thursday. Can't book in for a massage either. She was fully booked until 5. Both of them said, oh, I can do it at 5. I'm like, no, I've got to go train. Man, I'll be training that. And that's too late for me anyway. It's nearly bedtime at 5. Yeah, you need to. You're right, Timothy, you do. Otherwise, it's just self-punishment, isn't it? Hi, Jennifer. Your record was all night long, Mr. Bowers. I missed that one before. Yeah, that's what my friend said on Facebook. I've been planking for 3 hours now on the lounge. So mean. During this festival, the great goddess, I was going to say Greek goddess, the great goddess reigns in the form of the crone and the great god in the form of the horned god or the lord of death. Pagans honor ancestors and prepare for a time of reflection. Some consider Samhain the most important holiday, saying it marks the end of the old year and the beginning of the new year. Because this was the season when weaker animals in flocks were killed and eaten. Samhain is associated with death and in general, the yearly death of the god. It's said that on this evening that the veil between the worlds is thin, making it an ideal time for divination and for honouring the ancestors. This holiday prepares us for the dark days ahead. I've got a swing. I can't speak. I've got a swing here now. They installed a swing other side of the pool, over there. And so some of my delivery people, they call me. You might have noticed I get disturbed when I'm shooting my videos sometimes. And I have to go and walk down by the reception. Now there's a swing there I can sit on. And I did it yesterday. I sat on the swing while I was waiting for the delivery guy to show. It's nice. This card shows a witch honouring the spirits of Samhain and seeking guidance from the ancestors. She accepts the darkness without fear, but with respect, knowing that she's strengthening her connection with the divine. The darkness, the unknown, reflection and preparation, strong spiritual connections, communication between realms. Okay, so there's a little bit of unknown. We've got the lovers there, but then we've got the moon. A little bit unknown about it, a little bit about preparation. Is this what it's going to be about? Are we getting prepared for the lovers now? I do feel like it's going to happen very soon for me. It's, I don't know, the energy has shifted. Let's see if he's got ready. Yeah, that's what you said specifically. That's good. Love me too much to punish myself. Yeah. And it's an endless loop, isn't it? We've been there, we've done that, and we've shown that we can't. Good call. The Crone of Ash is closing the book on something. Okay. So the crones, of course, are about wisdom, the wisdom that comes with age. This one, I remember, she's closing the book. She's ending something. She's like, story over, bedtime, boys and girls. We've got the Crone of Fire here as well. I can't remember what she is. So let's read her out. Thank you, Connie. She looks like she's lighting the way for others, to me. But let's find out. Crone. Where are they? No, not air, fire. Already did that one. Fire. The Crone of Fire blows out the flame. There's a time and a season for everything. She's here to usher in the ending, the dying of the fire. Oh, I thought she was leading the way with a light. So both endings. Oh, for sure, Timothy. There's always a letting go to do to bring something new, and we've got to make space. And sometimes it's those things that we think, oh, it's not a problem. They're those things that are like, no, I can keep that going. It's like, no, I can keep on drinking every night and still grow my business. No, I can keep on seeing that ex that I'm pretending to be friends with, even though it's a mess emotionally all the time, and get a new partner. And it's that, well, that bullshit that we give ourselves, isn't it? The ones that we think we can keep in the balance, keep up in the air kind of thing, but really we can't. If we pay attention to how we're feeling, we can't do it. And we don't need to either. Like there's nothing that's like there's no rule book saying that life should be tricky kind of thing, and we're more worthy if we have these crappy relationships or difficult relationships. And no, don't need to. I think so, Timothy. Yeah, letting go. So that's two letting goes. You're divorced. Good job. This one, good job. Then we got the Nine of Air. There's a body on the floor there, and the vultures are picking at it. It's fallen down from the noose that's in the tree there. It's give up. It's I'm feeling so bad that I'm going to give up energy. I don't like this. The energy that I'm picking up from this card. It's not good. It's even more than that anxiety that you usually feel with the Nine of Swords. It's like despair. It's despair. It's that point where I don't even want to go on anymore. This is real dark energy. This the dark night of the soul, when we feel like I don't even want to be alive anymore. Yikes. I'll read it out of the book, but I'm getting a really just giving up on it kind of an energy. But giving up on everything. Like, this is too difficult. I think we've all been there at that point. Hui. The Nine of Air. Why have we got that? It's bittersweet, for it promises great wisdom, but the way to that wisdom includes suffering and sacrifice. Wisdom is not a right we're guaranteed, it's a reward, something earned, and it does not always promise happiness. It's about these endings, hey? It's about closing the book, and it's about blowing that flame out. So closing the book is the end of a story. Blowing the fire out it's like snuffing something out that had promise, or perhaps promise. You could see that there was, maybe you had like dreams about it. You could see that there could be something good in it. Slightly different endings there, but they're both crones, so it's both about the wisdom. And the Nine of Air is the point of despair, where we get to the I can't do this anymore point. The wisdom comes after that, does it? Indicates that a situation contains aspects or information for which we're not prepared. We're not prepared. Is that right? So we've got two cards of preparation now. Endings. End of a story, blowing that fire out. So end of a story is end of a repeating story. It's not necessarily something that you saw promising, that you were trying to manifest or trying to grow. It's just an old story that's kept on repeating. That book is closing. So that would be like repeating relationship patterns and stuff like that, getting into relationships with people that don't invest and stuff like that, those repeating patterns that we've had. Crown of Fire is different. That's an ending. That's like Timothy's ending. That's like but I had dreams with this person. It could have been good. I was trying to nurture it and grow it. There was some passion there. There was a spark in there that could have been grown. That's it's snuffing that out. It's going, this fire is just never going to light. You know, have you ever been camping and you've tried to light a fire, but everything's damp and it's just not getting going? It's like that. It's getting to that point of realization. But this is saying that could be a real dark time when you get to that point. I think it's this Crown of Fire. It came out with that card. I think it's easier to close the book on old stories that aren't serving us. Of course it is. It's easier to let go of something that's not good. Letting go of something that's good and has got some promise and there is a spark there, even though it's not catching fire properly. That's hard because we're actually having to give up something that was being good in a way. You felt your heart filled with love when you went within. That's good. And I think we do. I think that's what that moon was saying as well, is when we make good decisions. Or was it the Lovers? When we make good decisions, we feel it. When we make a self-loving decision, we feel it. As hard as it is drawing up a boundary, we feel that afterglow, don't we? We feel the afterglow of it. It feels good. Whenever we do a truly self-loving thing, it does feel good. Good job, Timothy. Well done. What else? I feel like there's 2 more cards that need to come out with this. Preparation for this Lovers thing. What else do we need to do? So you're right on time, Timothy, with these cards, apparently. These energies, it's delightful. Cozy home. I do recall now Spitty Man cussing me out when I was doing push-ups. Don't often do push-ups at the gym because I do my strength programs at home. But I think I was waiting in between rounds or something too long, and sometimes then I'll do pull-ups or something. I do pull-ups at the gym. And I did some push-ups and he cussed me out. So yeah, a lot of antagonism there. Triggering people. Hello, Patriot, Ashley. Okay, more cards, come on. The 6 of Water. I still think there's one more. I'll just let some more, if anyone wants a mini read, you know what to do. Get them in because there's only Connie lined up at the moment and I like to batch them up. Otherwise it makes the show a little bit choppy. You know? Choppy changey kind of thing. Is there another card coming out of this or am I just shuffling for no reason? I think I'm shuffling for no reason. Okay, it's the 6 of Water. Let's see what it says in this deck, because the 6 of Water to me, when I get it out of other decks, I see it as the soulmate, the twin flame. We do have a swan on it. Swan's mate for life, you know. That's it. Once they're together, they're together. As do, what else does that? Penguins are particularly sweet like that. Giving each other rocks and things like that. Wisdom and culture, 6 of Water. Sarasvati is a Hindu goddess who gave people language, science, math, and the arts, including music, dancing, and poetry. She created learning and teaching. She gave us ways to understand our world and ourselves, as well as the means to creatively express how we feel and what we think about all that we learn and see and experience. Wow, she did a lot. Relationships of all sorts, emotions, affairs, and questions of longings of the heart. These are all common inspiration for artistic expression. Through the gifts of Sarasvati, we can better understand and articulate our uniquely human experiences. While not all of what we learn or experience is pleasant, Through art, we can find ways to use those experiences to both create beauty and to communicate and connect with our fellow travelers along this journey through life. How interesting, because in the energy update today, I was going on about sometimes a problem shared is a problem halved, but sometimes a problem shared is a problem doubled, because gossip and talking about troubles and stuff like that is doubling, it's adding and increasing that energy. But when we are sharing a problem that we've got with a friend in order to release it, it's a very different energy. We need to know the difference between them. And I'm kind of picking the same out of this now, is that when we've been through something, we can share it in a way, and through artistic expression too, right? Someone goes through something, they write a song, they sing it to us. We all go through that similar thing, listen to that song and cry. It's a problem shared is a problem halved. It helps us. Six of Water speaks of creative expression of feelings and thoughts in a way that helps you understand yourself better. And that's another thing of a problem shared with a friend. If you're sharing your troubles with them, not in a gossipy way or oh, this happened and that happened, but in a I just went through this shit kind of a way. It helps you understand yourself better, especially if they've been through something similar or they see something about you and can share that with you and stuff like that. Or even if they're just listening and going, yeah, it's shit, isn't it? Life's really hard. You know, like Timothy could have come in and gone, well, she doesn't want me, and we could have all gossiped about that and said, well, that's terrible. And she's so wrong, and she's so toxic. And you know, all of that shit, that is a problem doubled. But he didn't, and we didn't. And that's a problem halved, right? It's that. Channel your feelings creatively. Or just share them with someone else. Shadow side of this card indicates a lack of appreciation for the finer things, or refusing to understand or connect with one who is trying to establish common ground. Oh, shadow side of this card then is those law of attraction, love and lighter people going, I don't want to listen to your stuff. Because it is really cruel and heartless that. There, I've said it. It's really cruel and heartless. Like the law of attraction teachers that say, don't ever be a sounding board for anybody that's got problems because you're just adding to it. You're not. Yeah, you are in certain circumstances. We're not in all circumstances. We know better than that. It's more subtle than that. There's more to it than that. That's what it's about. So, applying this to the rest of the cards, there's endings going on. That's the unknown part of it, right? Lovers is coming in, but there's preparation to do, and it's endings. And then we get to share it. We get to share what we've gone through in a creative way, just expressing it to each other or other people. From that, it's a clearing up of the energies. It's like I never remember that word. What is it? We used to do it at work when after a launch, if we launched a project, computer system, because I was in IT, we would all get together and have not tie up loose ends, let's talk about what we just went through kind of a meeting. A debrief. We'd have a debrief about it, and it's just like that. It's like a debrief. This is sharing what we've been through causes a commonality I'm feeling in this relationship. I think that takes us back to here. So these endings, both ending old stories, both snuffing fires out, sometimes with this desperation, after reaching desperation point, and then we get to share it with each other, and it's a good thing. When you hurt, it doesn't mean you have to be a jerk, right? Yes, you're right. Losing the bestie. It's hard, isn't it? Yeah, I know. It's like me and my ex, I haven't seen him since around my birthday. So He's back on the island. I haven't gone round to see him. He's not contacted me, just nothing. So, yeah. And when I do, I'm having that conversation with him. I can't do this anymore. I can't be friends with you. I wish I could, but I can't. I know I can't. And that's that. So let's do some mini reads. Connie, you want love life stuff, hey? How's self-love for you in 2022? Love for Connie in 2022. Bit itchy. Bit itchy today. Quite a bit of sun yesterday. Huh. I went and got the most amazing soup. Wow. Yum. Noodle soup. Spoiled with food here. Connie, 2022 love. Yes. Wow, it's changing. Your love journey is changing in 2022 because you're transforming yourself, believing in yourself more, believing in what you deserve more, and all of that, reaching higher. Transformation experience, and maybe that's what I'm talking about here. All of these cards is what you're going through. Closing the book on old patterns, snuffing the lights out on things that you kind of hoped were going to happen, but on, and transforming it, raising your expectations. Then you've got gentle okayness and judgment separates. So yeah, as you level up, then that's when the judgment comes in, because you have to break away from people, and then they go like, oh, you're a snob, or they start spitting at you and cussing you out when you're doing push-ups. You know, it's that kind of thing. It's when you raise your game, yeah, it triggers people that aren't raising the game. So I'm feeling there's that being okay about people judging you for shutting them out of your life. Because we have to do that too. You know, if you're transforming yourself in your love life and you're realizing you've got more expectations, that is going to spill over into other parts of your life too. You're going to have higher expectations of people you work with friends and family as well. And so you're going to be tolerating less from people. And so judgment comes with that. Of course it's going. You're going to have to be okay with that. So this year is about raising your game, but it's more about the transition, I would say, than the finding of it, if you know what I mean. Connie. Jessica, thanks for your donation. Arabella, higher self-guidance for you. She's only got 4 arms, unless she's hiding too. Good job, Connie. Higher self-guidance. Oh. Wait. Arabella, higher self-guidance for you. Flowing and creativity. You often get this energy. It's go time for you, getting creative, building things for yourself and all of that. Really nice. That's what energy's in the flow at the moment. So go with that. Get creating stuff. Get artistic. Look, see. Create, be artistic, follow your knowing, using your intuition with that. Just follow those leads. Let your higher self lead the way, and just, so when you get an idea, just do it. Like, let your higher self be in charge of the path, and when things pop into your mind, just do it. You don't have to be the one holding the reins. It's exciting when you let your higher self follow the reins and go, okay, show me what to do next. Done that, show me what to do next. It can be really powerful and exciting when you do that. That's that follow my knowing, trusting your intuition. So your intuition isn't like, oh, I need to come up with a plan and take the reins of this. Your intuition is picking up on what your higher self is saying, this way next, and that way next, and then talk to this person, and then do that, and then create this thing, and then, yeah, all of that stuff. Exciting. Jessica. Higher self for Jessica. Yeah, maybe you can. Maybe you can, Timothy. That could be true. It might be. Could be friends after you're in a relationship. Yeah, probably. In time. Jessica. Ooh, you got a choice to make. You are love. Are you being loved right? Sometimes we stay in relationships or situations or dating or whatever, expectationships, waiting for them to step up and treat us right instead of going, no, you're not treating me right, I'm out of here, to find someone that does. That's what I'm getting from this, is that you need to be quicker with your decisions and take people as they are, not be like, well, this one is good, but they need to change this and this and that, so I'm going to wait for them to change that. Don't wait for them to change that. Make your decisions based on who someone's being right now. Because remember the law of attraction, right? When you bring someone into your life, it's how you're vibrating in that moment. And sometimes how you're vibrating in that moment is not realizing you deserve way more, right? So someone comes into your life, show you who they are. That's how they're vibrating in the moment. Deal with it in the moment and then let it go. Because no matter how we feel, we've still got to remember that that energy match is in the moment, and it's in the moment of the meeting. Does that make sense? You weren't whining, you were sharing your problems, so it's halved. So yeah, you deserve more love than that, Jessica. Growth and understanding, and yeah, and it's okay. That came up in a private reading yesterday. It's okay to take up space. It's okay to affect other people's lives. It's okay to grow. It's okay to say no to people and have them hurt. It's okay to dash someone else's expectations, because someone else might be seeing you as the bee's knees, as amazing, and that, although that's very nice for our ego, if they're not amazing for you, ditch them. And that's okay. Yeah, you're going to devastate them, especially when we've been in one-sided relationships. So if they think you're awesome and you don't think they're awesome, they're going to be impacted by you saying no. But don't wait for them to become awesome, because they're not. Yeah. Maria, thanks for your donations, everyone. Family guidance. Family guidance for Maria. Please. Little polite add on there. Oh. Well, this is quite evident, isn't it? They're both cards pretty much meaning the same thing. Include yourself and reach out. So invite yourself is what this is saying. Don't wait to be invited. Invite yourself. Reach out to them. Include yourself. If you feel like you're being left out of something, often people are just subconsciously reacting to that same energy. So we're feeling left out. People don't think of us when we're feeling left out. We just don't pop into their minds at all, and we get left out even more. And then we've got confirmation of what we thought. I'm left out. Nobody thinks of me, and they don't. But if you're feeling like included, then people think of you. But to break that spell, that energy requires you to start reaching out. Do you remember a few months ago when I was saying I could do with a social life now? I had a great life, but I could do with a social life. It's a similar kind of an energy, and so what I did, in fact, I don't think I ever even took action on it. I think I thought about going to telling my friend, when you go out. No, this was before we started doing the barbecues and things. When you go out next, I want to go with you. And I didn't actually say it. I just thought about it. But that energy. Then we started having barbecues, and then, oh no, I did ask. We had barbecues like every weekend, and then it stopped. And so I asked my friend, we're having a barbecue this weekend, and she said no. I said, what are you doing? She said, I'm going out. Do you want to come? And then that was it. And it's that. Reach out. Include yourself, though. You broke away from your daughter. I'll ask Jessica. Hang on. I'll stay with Maria first. Is this about your daughter? This is definitely about including yourself rather than including her. Yes, it's about your daughter. Including yourself. Right. So, your relationship with your daughter, you're missing out. What do you get from that relationship with your daughter that you're missing out on now? You deserve to have that. Now, with mother-daughter relationships, parent-child relationships, we can set them up, because they are originally set up, let's face it, as one-sided, aren't they? But as they grow older, then we've got to transition into a two-sided relationship, right, for it to be balanced. It feels to me like this has been a one-sided relationship. So you think about being back in that relationship and it being just about you giving, like she's still a baby. But what do you want from that relationship? What do you want? So, do you know what I mean by that? It's not necessarily about that relationship. I can't, maybe I can. It's just reminding me of the energy of when a therapist was talking to me. My counselor was talking to me about mother, and she was trying to instill in me that I'd never been mothered. And she said, you know, what does mother mean to you? And write all these things down. She wrote them all down. And she's like, okay, now tell me about your mom. What was she like? And it certainly wasn't a match at all. And you do know, we all know what we'd like to receive from relationships like that. From our children too, you know. It feels to me like this is saying you need to get clear on that before you reach out. You need to include yourself and what you want from the relationship before you reach out. Otherwise, you're reaching out to another imbalanced relationship and you're not getting what you want to get back from it. Does that make sense? So wait. Yeah, wait, detach. So don't reach out before it's... Don't reach out when it would still be imbalanced. Reach out once you've figured it out what you want from the relationship. You want unconditional love. She isn't giving. Yeah. Kids don't do that, hey? Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah. Well, wait. You know, because it takes people a while to be able to give that stuff. All right. Yeah, it takes a while, and it takes them to grow up, doesn't it? To realize, oh, I thought my parents had been around forever instead of just like 20 or whatever years more than me. And when we get to a certain age, we realize it's like me now at 50. It's like, oh God, like I remember my mum at my age. I saw her as being older than I am now, for sure. You know, expected more of her than I expected myself, for sure. My eldest son once asked me when he was a kid what it was like living in caves. Well, how old do you think I am? What the hell? Yeah. Anyway, back to Jessica. I wonder if this is reference to friendship or romantic. Yeah, let's ask. Is this romantic? What did I say? I can't remember now. Hang on, let me have a look at the cards. Growth and decide. I am love and decide. Is it about romance? No, it's not about romance. It's about other relationships. So yeah, you deserve better from people. I was framing it as romance, wasn't I? And saying that it would be other relationships too. It's about other relationships. Whew. You're welcome. Caves, I know. So just how old do you think I am? What was it like when the dinosaurs were around, Mum? I'm only 21 years older than you, Guy. It's so tricky. There's no rule books for parenting. It's really hard. I don't know. I don't do a very good job of it. I don't think anyone does, hey? Tricky. I just know with mine that it got to the point where I just wouldn't accept that behaviour from anybody. Whether I've pushed them out of where or not. Like, no. I've got a certain level of self-love and self-respect where I will not let anybody, no matter who they are, in the bloodline or whatever, will not let people treat me like that. Hey, Lisa. Okay, so if anyone else wants a mini read, batch them up, get them all in. We'll do another batch soon. We'll do the Miserable Lady Tarot deck now. Climbing toward the summit there. We're getting there. We're getting there. The Six of Wands. Toward the victory. It takes effort to climb there. But we're getting to that victory now. Three of Wands. Cozy, cozy, cozy home. Look at this. Oh, I love that. I love that energy. Oh, look. Somebody outside the window has got some letters there. She's cozy. She's having a cup of something. With the candles there. In a robe. With a towel on her head. And the mailman's outside and he's got letters. And unfortunately, one thing that I have realized about the parenting thing is when you've got codependency patterns, it doesn't raise good children. We don't raise good children when we've got codependency patterns, and then we don't like the results of how they turn out. Yeah. And that can be hard to realize when we realize, damn, those patterns that have been messing up my relationships have also messed my relationship with my children up too. Three of Wands. This woman has done all the necessary work and her desire has been released to the universe. Now she waits, content with the flow of the divine energy and with perfect trust that a goal will manifest, attracting a result. Nice. Yeah, we have themes, Jessica, right? I can see how my codependent behavior, taking too much responsibility on for everyone, caused my children to be a little bit more selfish toward me, maybe expecting that, maybe entitled, Well, I like this Three of Wands. Woman's done all the necessary work. Her desire's been released to the universe. Now she waits. Now I wait. I've put it out there. Now I wait. Look at this. Another Six of Chalices. Six of Water, Six of Chalices. Very nice. Let's read that one out. And of course we had the Six of Wands. She's focused her will, she's set her intention, she's achieved great heights, quite literally. It's amazing what we can see when we overcome challenges and reach our highest potential. The recognition of others is always nice, but nothing really matches inner satisfaction. That's why we've got to reach our goals ourselves. We don't want the universe just to drop something out in front of us. We don't really want the law of attraction to work like the teachers say, just imagine something that drops in front of you. We want to do it ourselves because we feel so good about ourselves when we've done that, right? Like, who is it that's paying the mortgage now? Like, twice as fast. That feels damn good doing stuff like that. It feels so good. We get ourselves there. So she's focused her will. She's overcome challenges. She's got the ball rolling. Things are getting better and better in her life. She's reaching that. And now she sits and waits. She knows she's put that energy in there. Love life is what we're talking about here. So this is kind of 9 of Pentacles. It's like, my life is great. I've got it going now. I've got it going on. I'm growing in myself. I'm doing these things. I'm understanding myself. I'm doing the self-love thing. I've got it going on. Now I sit and wait because the rest of it is going to happen. It can only get reflected back to you, right? And then the 6 of Chalices. Then we sit and wait. 6 of Chalices. Six of Cups. These people are totally in the moment. They're not aware of it yet, but they're creating a memory, a snapshot of their hearts that will bring them happiness and perhaps even comfort in the future. Creating and thinking about happy memories. You're going to be really I keep on hearing it. You're going to be really grateful of the wait. I caught mine bragging about me yesterday, and it's because who he was bragging to spoke out about it, going, "Oh, really, Claire? You do that?" And I'm like, "What? Oh, yeah." And then he had to admit, "I told her that you did that." I thought that's so sweet. Bragging about me. I brag about him too. What else have we got? This is very promising. This is very promising. It feels to me like we have done the preparation work. Yeah, that's what it's saying. Maybe some have still got this closing the books to do, snuffing the fire out to do, but it feels like we're on it. The preparation stuff for this relationship. It's a bit unknown, a bit of waiting, which we're going to be grateful for, apparently. Creating new memories. Oh, it's getting better and better. Ladies and gentlemen, the stars, it's getting better and better. This energy is getting better and better. Woo! Party, party. Wishes coming true. Stars. Don't often get Major Arcana out of this deck. Have you noticed that? Stars. The star is like pushing the reset button. It helps you feel clean, refreshed, and renewed. Cynicism and pessimism fall away, and you can look at the world through new eyes, expecting good things. Nice. It's time for renewal and cleansing, the start of things. Wishes coming true, and you know it's going to happen because your wishes are already coming true in every other part of your life. Like when we get to that instant manifestation, it was in the energy update today as well, the synchronicities, and we see the repeating numbers, and we just know that we're on track because everything's in the flow. Of course the love life stuff is going to happen too. We've been doing that preparation work. Of course it is. I know that I'm in the flow. It's not that everything's perfect. Like I've just had 2 attacky guys, I guess that's flow too. But just in the money thing at the moment, for me to have had the thought, my income doubles once I start putting 50% away. I wonder what would happen if I put 75% away. And even with the thought of it, my income quadrupled. That is in the flow kind of stuff. If I'm in the flow like that, if I'm in that alignment, of course this stuff is going to happen too. So we can expect it. Instead of, this is the opposite of like expecting there to be blocks, expecting it not to happen, expecting there to be a problem, expecting that he's lying to me, expecting that he's, you know, being underhanded or whatever. It's not that. It's about those positive expectations because of this progression of having got yourself there to that flow first. And then we've got the lovers again. Oh my God. Yeah, your mailman's in the card. It's the lovers again. And look, the house. Cozy home. I am honestly kind of expecting it to be so fast when it happens for me. Like, it wouldn't even surprise me if we're engaged on our first date. I've got a bit of an inclination, a bit of a feeling about that, and not in a crazy, batshit crazy kind of a way, but in a it's taken us a long time to get to this point kind of way, and kind of ready. The lovers. The lovers. Lovers are two people, just because of this house thing, you know? The lovers are two people, or sometimes a single person. But this card is not always about romantic relationships. About two people that commit to a certain path, who decide to pursue a certain long-term goal. This is not some random or spontaneous decision. They're in it for the duration and intend to see it to the very end. It's funny how I pick up the energies of the cards right before I start reading it out. It's not a random or spontaneous decision, even though it might come across as that. It's not. There's a lot that's gone into this. They are in it for the duration and intend to see it to the very end. Consequently, it should be a well-considered decision that includes much soul-searching as well as good balance between the heart and mind, making decisions that honor the wisdom of the heart. Love it. I've got new eyeshadow on today. This is a palette that came up in Tara Lynn. I like her YouTube channel. I think it's called Tara Lynn. I know she's called Tara Lynn, but I'm not sure what her YouTube channel's called. Anyway, she did her like a top eyeshadow palettes of all time, and the number one was this eyeshadow palette. So I've ordered it from America, and it arrived yesterday. And the colours aren't that spectacular in it, but she's right. They go on like a dream. There's something about the formulation of it which is just incredible. It was never this easy. Really beautiful. I'll show you. You know how I'm loving my eyeshadows at the moment? It's just this tiny. And it's called Surat too. And I'm in the province of Surat Thani. I'll show you the colours. Not spectacular. Oh no! Oh. And when you drop it, they fall out. Right back. At least I didn't break them. Oh no, now they're loose. Now they're loose. Damn it. Anyway, I didn't use this one, but I used the other three. Not spectacular colours, but wow. I do like it. Just as a side note, back to this. You like it? Yeah, it's of course it's neutral, but yeah, there's something really nice about it. Thank you. Anyway, I'm getting better at it, and my eyes are quite different. I'm learning. I could actually do with a blepharoplasty. That's what they call it, because this one is really droopy, and so this one is easier to put eyeshadow on than this one, because I can put eyeshadow on this eye, and then when I stop doing this, you can see it's kind of has to be higher there, because when I drop down, it can totally disappear. I can put eyeshadow on this eye, and then when I start doing that, you can't see any of it. Maybe I should, because I think that's pretty easy procedure to do when they lift that skin up on the eye. I don't know. Maybe look into it. Decisions, anyway. It's not a spontaneous decision, although it might appear like it. But there we've got the Lovers again. Let's get another card out. One of the delivery drivers has got a crush on me. Not the parcel ones, the food ones. He brings my food and lots of compliments. He's sweet. Then we've got the Chariot. You had extra freedom when you changed your name back to your maiden name. It's like you had your father's protection again. Oh, how interesting. You do? You like my makeup, thank you. What brand? It's Chariot. It's really hard not to say tanny after that, which means port. Chariot port. I like it. I've got too many. I want to order another as well. I want to order 2 more. I like playing with them, and who cares? I've got the money. Why not? Like, I'm not big on having a lot of stuff, and so I try not to do that. I like buying things, having these new things, and then I want to use them up. Anyone else got that? It's like I'll buy, like, say I've got like 4 different oil cleansers and balm cleansers. I buy them because I want to try them, but then I want to use them up because I want it minimalist. I want to like pick the best ones, you know? It's so sweet. Well, I was doing my workout. Well, what day was it? Monday afternoon. Because I worked a 13-hour a day on Monday. And, oh yeah, I told you all in here, didn't I, that it was going to be a big one. I worked a 13-hour day. I couldn't go training. Couldn't go. I just didn't have time to do it. I was hardly into my private readings at all by the time it came training time. But I did want to work out before the sun went down. So I quickly put one of my strength training videos on and started doing it. And as I put it on, I ordered some Thai food from Choo Choo. And well, he shows up in the middle of my workout. And so I went out there and it's like, whoa, you're so beautiful. And then he started asking me about my workouts and what I do. Anyway, told him about the Muay Thai. Guess who came yesterday morning? Guess who did a ride by? He did. That's sweet. His English is impeccable. And his accent, like, wow. He's one of the guys that you got to do a double take. It's like that accent shouldn't be coming out of the ethnicity that you are. That kind of thing. Anyway, we've got the Chariot. They're all going on holiday in the car. Chariot, fast. It's going to be fast forward. I'm ready for it. I'd say yes too. Because it's like we've done it all without having the relationship yet. All the getting to know each other and all of that, all the decision making process beforehand, which is a good way to do it because it's clean that way. Like we've not got caught up in, yes, we're addicted to each other, but isn't that what love is anyway? We are addicted to each other, for sure. I'm addicted to him for sure. I get my fix of it and I feel high again. He's obviously addicted to me. But what I'm saying is, because we've not been in a relationship together like that, there's not that addiction. You know what I'm talking about, sex addiction kind of thing. The stuff that can get us addicted to different kind of chemicals. It's all about addiction, isn't it? Don't you think that? Love is addiction. Falling in love with someone is getting addicted to them. Anyway, the chariot either has a long, the chariot either has a lot going on or is focused on one large task. The only way she'll succeed is to focus, focus, focus. There's no room for distractions or daydreams. Single-minded determination is the key. So we've got to be 100% on this. We've got to be 100% this decision. Getting ourselves to this 100%, to this stars, this expectation of the good, of being like, yeah, this is absolutely it. Wow, this is exciting, isn't it? This is like almost saying it might be happening soon. Let's get rid of you, bot. Okay, let's do some minis then. We've got Lisa. Lisa. Lee in Burmese means dick. Sa means eat. Lisa means, just in case you meet some Burmese people and they start laughing at your name. Who am I doing? I'm doing Lisa. Let's get down to it. I can't find it. Yes, I can. I want to know about my mailman. Mailman Lisa. Well, he showed up in that card, didn't he? This is the card of she's done the work kind of thing, and she's done the work and she's waiting. But look, there's a mailman outside. Let's find out. Lisa. Eat a dick. Cleanse and perfect. If you got married to somebody called Lee and then went to Myanmar on holiday, that would be quite funny. Lisa, cleanse and perfect. Okay. This is about fantasy. You know, it's the fantasy. It's the fantasy of meeting someone and then we imagine the perfect for us. And it might be true once we get to know them. It might not be true once we get to know them, but it's that stage of the fantasy of thinking that they're perfect. So it's the fantasy of someone, you know. We don't necessarily have relationships with people. We have relationships with a fantasy of a person that we think they are, especially if we're fast to get into relationships. Yeah, I'm sure everybody's name is bad in a certain country, right? Probably all got the same name if we translated our names into different languages. We probably all call that somewhere. So the fantasy of somebody. And that can be tricky for me as a reader. That can be tricky because sometimes I think that I'm picking up on their energies and sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I am, but sometimes I'm not. Sometimes it's the fantasy. It can be tricky as somebody who is watching readings as well. Like, I know that this is a pitfall of the pick a card reads. I know it is. Or any reading really. Is people wanting it or imagining that the reading is for them, you know? Anyway, that's the pitfall. Make love and who is aware. Right. This is about creating that love. It's about a path to creating love. It's about I guess that's the path of really getting to know somebody, becoming aware of them as a blank page kind of thing, instead of letting that fantasy. We have the fantasy. I don't think any of us get away from that, right? We have this fantasy about someone. We do, especially when we're attracted to them. We start with a fantasy in our mind about who we think that they are. And then as it unfolds, we can go two ways. We can either throw them under a bus because we've put them on a pedestal. Put anyone on a pedestal, they've got a long way to fall, right? And we can let them fall and say, you're not that person. You're toxic because you're not that fantasy person that I thought you were. You should have been that ideal person. You should have loved me. You should have been reciprocated, all of that stuff. We can do that, and that's not helpful. Or we can, I think this is positive, this mailman thing, but I think it's going to reveal to you the fantasy side of you. As you shift into awareness, as you go down that path to actually get to know the mailman. Does that make sense? So the make love card, usually from this card I get it's about doing what we love, but it's not in this case. It's almost like it's saying creating love, creating a relationship. How do we actually do that? I'm lucky that mine is kind of not matching the fantasy, but more revealing, even more real than my fantasy for sure, but aligned still with me. So it's got aspects of him that are very aligned with me that weren't part of my fantasy, and some that were. But yeah, it's about shifting from fantasy into reality and letting it unfold in that way. Often only a short part of a general read actually matches our life. Yeah. Less the more we progress. I think so too. Very rarely do I think that they're mine. Sometimes I want them to be because some of them are great, But then again, the ones that are great, you know what they're like. The guides, they give us carrots to try and shift our energy. So sometimes the ones that are great, I'm very aware that the people that are watching that and connecting with that are the ones that need that boost. Want that this positive focus kind of thing. Which one was it? That part. This one, the positive focus kind of an energy. Sometimes the positive readings are about that rather than a prediction of what actually is. It's a carrot. Quite manipulative, aren't they, the guides? When you think about it. It talks history. You love yourself. Well, that is just it. That is it. Anyone done the Healing Path to Your Soulmate, that program that I made available on YouTube for free now? That's the whole premise behind it. You write out these lists of what you want in someone, and then you do this self-love work and you write out lists. And then at the end, you compare the two. And you really know that you're loving yourself if those lists match. If you are embodying those things that you love and that you want in someone else, and you're choosing those in someone else, that's when you know. It's when someone's a match like that, when they're aligned with you, that's when you really know that it's a good relationship. Good stuff. Yeah. And that fantasy thing, I used to think if I held, because I used to believe way too much in the law of attraction and think I had more power than I did in that way. And I thought that if I really, really focused on that fantasy, that they would become that. And of course we can't do that. We can't change people, can we? They're going to be who they are. But I kind of believed that for a while there. But if you're holding that fantasy of what it is that you want, and then letting them reveal the actual selves to you, and then it matches, it could be better than that. Hey, chicken. There she is. What can be better than that? So let it unfold, and be surprised and delighted. And just watch out if anyone has noticed that behavior in themselves of fantasy and then throwing someone under a bus for failing to live up to that fantasy. It just means it's not them. Keep on looking for the one that is. Because we've put the work in quite clearly. 6 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Now we can sit back and wait. Not sit back and wait, but carry on putting the work in for ourselves. You know what I mean? But it's like, get yourself into the flow, love yourself. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. I haven't missed anyone out for the mini reads, have I? Speak up if I have. Hi, Heather. Do they go? Let's get more taro out. Chicken's eating biscuits. Rings are spinning. He has a girlfriend. Yeah, well, that doesn't really mean anything, really. I mean, I would. It surprises me in the position that I'm in now because it's just a plain no to me. Like, waiting around for someone that's married, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. But you have to see the evidence in front of you when it's alignment, right? It's like, but this is right. It's like, what you do, marry to someone else. I may check if you've really learned to kick the toes to the curb before sending just what you wanted. Yeah. Strength. Strength. I'm hungry. What number is it? 11. Strength. I missed your second one. I've had a feeling that I'd miss somebody. Let's find it. Love life guidance. That one. Yeah. Love life guidance for you, Arabella. Sorry. I didn't mean to miss you out. Anyone know what these flowers are called? Oh, they're chrysanthemum. Oh, yeah. Do they smell? They're everywhere here. Yes, they do. Kind of, I don't know what. Not sweet. It's not a beautiful smell. It's one of those. I don't know. It smells like flowers. But not a perfume that you'd wear. Where are you going, chicken? Love life. Arabella. Nice. Respect and joy. Respect and joy. The mixture of the two. Not respect and boredom. This is about seriousness, right? You know, sometimes we want a serious relationship and then we think, oh, I want someone to respect me. Serious, respect. I'll get a man in a suit. Oh God, he's boring. Sometimes we try and settle. Sometimes we barter to get what we want. It's like, well, okay, I'll forfeit joy for respect. That kind of thing. This is saying don't do that. You don't need to. If you think of it this way, if you manage to embody all of these great things like respect and joy and love and fun and all of these things, then other people can too. So you don't need to barter. You don't need to think, oh, well, I don't need to have someone that fun. I'd rather have them wanting commitment and respecting me. So, you know, it's that kind of thing. Chrysanthemums usually have strong, pungent, nearly unpleasant Yeah, it might be. It might be. It is kind of a bit unpleasant, but I can't liken it to anything but flowers. Are they chrysanthemums? They put them on all the altars here. They dangle them in the cars. They put them on the fronts of the scooters. There's a blessing things like that people buy. I've bought them to put in as decorations in here, but people buy them as to put on their altars, which is she's scratching her nails on the door. What was I saying? Yeah. Okay. So don't barter. Don't barter, Arabella. You don't need to do that. If you can embody a lot of things, then so can someone else. You're looking for a match. Marigolds. What do marigolds smell like? Warmth. Open-heartedness. Bartering for lass is settling. It is. It's a kind of a settling, isn't it? And it's... I understand why we do it. We do it because we can't seem to find what it is that we want. But this is saying, like, you need to stick to your guns. Like, know what it is that you want. Stick to your guns. Like we said, like if you're loving yourself and you're embodying those things and you're loving that about you, you can wait for someone that's got those things too. And then someone that's open-hearted as well, warmth. So, like, open-hearted and a lover too. Like that cozy home kind of an energy, someone that wants to be that, someone that actually wants to be that with you, wants to hang out with you, wants, do anything with you. Like I got to the point where I wasn't like watching Hallmark movies thinking I want that. I wasn't like seeing these big displays of affection saying I want that. I was seeing a couple in the supermarket going, I want that. I want the boring stuff. I want someone to do the boring stuff with. That kind of lovers. I don't want the big show stuff. Sure, they can do that and it's nice occasionally, right? You can do that. Do that on Valentine's Day. But the open-heartedness and that the love, what I'm getting from the lovers card here is that it's the someone that just wants to be with you. I would say if you haven't done it already, Arabella, do that. Do my Hidden Path to Your Soulmate program on my YouTube channel. I've only seen the orange ones because the orange here is it's the colour of the robes that they wear, it's the colour of the flowers that they put on everything, so I've only seen the orange ones. Musky wet hay. Yes, it is hay. It's exactly that. It's hay. Yeah. Okay, the marigolds. Back to the tarot cards. Yeah, it sounds like you need to get really clear on everything that you are and everything that you really want and not settle for anything less. So, back to strength. Your strength and courage will only increase as you believe in your innate ability to learn, heal, and evolve. This is a powerful card that regards the emergence of your higher self, one that's full of grace, love, and compassion. You're strong enough to navigate through the challenges and obstacles, which also highlights your ever-expanding state of consciousness. Understanding how strength mostly comes from within is directly related to how you harness your own energy. This leads to spiritual growth as you're able to identify the vibrational qualities of your thoughts. It's all about like knowing ourselves and knowing when we're in alignment and just knowing that, well, great things will only happen from here on out. They're coming yellow as well. Might have seen yellow around, I don't know. But orange is a very important colour for this country. When I was walking past reception down near the beach the other day, there was a water lily flowered, and I was so tempted to chop it off and use it for a pick a card read. That's a spectacular flower. Remember, it's also important to treat others with passion, love, and kindness. Strength also comes from being mindful of how we interact and communicate with people around us. Yeah. Self-awareness is what this is about. Self-mastery. Self-awareness and self-mastery. Yeah. So we're getting similar messages out here, I think, to the line above it. Chicken. I like orange. I've got my orange mat. I've got a lot of orange things now. I like orange too. Orange cushions. They're not mine, but... Ooh, got the Four of Wands. As usual, Four of Wands. The solid foundations, the marriage, that kind of thing. Tell us, Four of Wands. I can't remember what it says in this book about it. Success. You've reached a period of stability after all of your hard work. This may also denote a time for repose or recovery after certain challenges or hardships have finally passed. There's much to look forward to, so don't forget to give yourself permission to rest and rejoice. With this outpouring of positive energy, it's also an ideal time to organise celebratory gatherings with family members and loved ones. An emergence of peace and happiness is on the horizon, and you understand the process and payoff of working hard toward your goals. You're able to nurture your loving relationships with others and bring wisdom and abundance into the lives of people around you, including yourself. After everything you've been through, your priorities are crystal clear. Prosperity, peace, completion, stability. Like I said, that's that stability one. We're getting the flow and things start happening. You just know you're in alignment because of it. And it's like, well, how can everything not work out now? Eight of Cups. I've got the Lovers again. We've got Lovers out of every deck. It's never happened before. For me. We've got the Lovers out of every deck. Eight of Cups, though, there's a walking away. Emotional detachment. Eight of Cups. Wow. The Eight of Cups represents a soul-searching journey of growth and transformation. Know that letting go is sometimes necessary for change. Always. Know that letting go is always necessary for change. This could mean facing or healing painful memories, past relationships, or personal issues that are still exerting pressure on you. This release may foster an emotional strength to help you navigate how to use your own energy, or when you have to deal with the stress or baggage of others. After purging the unnecessary burdens in your life, you may find that you will seek a more spiritual path. A time of transition and spiritual awakening. Moving on, abandonment, sacrifice, growth, equanimity. Could still be stuff to let go of. You had the Lovers as well. 4 Lovers. The Lovers. This is the 70s. 80s. The 80s couple. Could be the end of the waiting. 6. The Lovers. An important relationship may be present in your life. Hell yeah. or near future. This could indicate a deep platonic friendship or romantic love. It's the establishment of mutual respect and adoration that exists between two individuals as they honor and share their personal beliefs and life values. It may also be the self-realization of what is truly meaningful and spiritual through experiencing one another. Hang on, I'm thinking about something else as I'm reading. Because yesterday, I waited until just a couple of friends were in earshot of me, and then I said how much money I made in the equivalent of Thai baht the day before. And to see their reactions, right? And it was pretty funny. And then when I went training in the afternoon, I did the same thing again with the same people. Well, two of the same people within earshot. And it was half the amount of the day before, but still. And Mr. Hanson said to me, "You got to be careful. You're going to have to start." He said, "You got to be careful. He's going to start borrowing money from you or something like that." Start? You start? Last 2 years? No, already are. Anyway. It is the establishment of mutual respect and adoration that exists between two individuals as they honor and share personal beliefs and life values. It may also be the self-realization of what is truly meaningful and spiritual through experiencing one another. Mind, body, and spirit. I wonder if that's why it's so slow. There's got to be that realization of what's truly meaningful after experiencing whatever we're experiencing in the way. It could be. This strong and loving support gives you the safety and freedom to share your thoughts and feelings with this person, which is what we had here. The choices you make, however, may greatly affect your future. So it's important to also think them through on an individual level. So here we do, like we have got 3 lovers out here, and it is about a choice in love. So it's going to greatly affect our future. Remember, 30 to 35 years is what I was hearing. So it's important to also think through on an individual level. And so this has got to be a considered decision. Remember to mutually honor and celebrate your life paths, individual life paths. So this isn't about codependency again. It's not about dependency either. It's not about coming together. Dr. DeMartini talks about it as like going on the ride of someone else's life. Who's that, chicken? Yeah, like you know what he means by that. It's like going on the ride of someone else's life, joining on their paths with them. I pick it up in reading sometimes. When someone's doing that, they're forfeiting their journey, and they just join the partner on the partner's journey. Got to be individuals still. Remember to mutually, and that is often a reason that we're waiting for romantic relationships. It's why often the guides will say we have to get on our life purpose path first because we're so easily distracted. A fickle like that. Remember to mutually honor and celebrate your life paths. This will, in turn, bring strength back into your relationships time and time again. What is my perception of true love? I don't know. I think it's addiction. But it's good. Am I ready to and open to receive love in abundance? Am I ready to drop some of the independence that I've got? I think so, yes. Without dropping my life path. Yeah. Are you guys ready? Are you ready and open to receive love in abundance? This is love, balance, marriage proposals, celebration, life decisions, important choices, sexuality, unity, relationships, communication, friendship. Choice. Choice. I'm feeling to stop there with those cards and get some of the romance cards out. What was your marriage that you walked away from? No body sharing, right? Bots. Choice. Could be the end of waiting. We will never know. I know. Well, I had a reading saying it was going to be March or April, but you know, I do like the universe's style that it had us meeting each other on Valentine's Day 3 years ago. That's a particularly nice touch, isn't it? You're ready. You joined his life and forfeited yours. Yeah, I did that with my narcissist. Okay, I've got 3 of these out. I'm feeling like it's soon for me, but who knows? Because there is still an external, thing that needs to happen. Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine, and the action you take. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. It's probably what the waiting has been about, right? To make sure that we can open up, but not too much. And get into a relationship, but not lose ourselves. Let's get that balance right. Remember, it's always about balance. Maybe they pop up at different times for us. Romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. It did, didn't it? On Valentine's Day. 3 years ago. Cupid's arrow strikes. What else? Anyone else want a mini read? Because I'll be finishing up shortly, so get them in if you do. This seems very promising to me. Communication. Ooh, really? Communication. Letter. Mailman. Trying to read what it says. Respect. Yeah, love and respect. True love. Heart song. Heart singing. Inner children being happy. But then we've got heartbreak. Always a double-edged sword. There's always a sting in its tail, isn't there? There's always something. Always something to deal with. It wouldn't be life if it wasn't. Oh, wow. Okay, I'll take them. Got beauty. Someone sent me a message saying they caught my videos lately. Someone that doesn't watch my videos all the time caught my videos lately and said, like, you're really looking really beautiful at the moment. And I think it's got something to do with your man. I hadn't hadn't thought it had something to do with him. I don't know. Anyway, beauty. Here it is on the card. Beauty and shining and feeling beautiful and looking beautiful and that energy. Receiving. Of course, it's like this said, it's like once you do that self-love thing, it shows through. You start shining, right? It really does show through. It comes through in every part of your life. Once you're in alignment, it all starts working out. The energy is tangible. It shows up in every aspect of your life. And you start receiving it. I mean, it comes from everywhere. This isn't just from lovers, this. It's from all over the place. But anyway, yeah, receiving it. Ready for it. But look at this. Daggers. Jealousy. We've seen it so much. This could be the heartbreak. Is that then you find out like who's against you. You start shining and then people start spitting at you. Generally, people are happy for me. It is interesting to find out who isn't though, because then you know that they're not really loving you. That's heartbreaking. That's what's heartbreaking about it, is when things really start going in your favor. The ones that start pulling faces at you. Going, that's great. Or spitting at you, or being covertly aggressive towards you like that because they're jealous, or being overtly. Yeah, that's when you find out who of your friends or family or whoever's around you are not doing the self-love thing. They're not coming with you on that. They're not progressing in that same way, and they can't be happy for you. But anyway, who cares? Because it's true love. And again, true love. Delight, cozy home. Wow, they're really positive cards. Teach their example. Yeah, it's important, that, isn't it? I know that. I know that it's taking care of myself. I know it has far-reaching consequences. I know it does. I see it in my friends that I train with. They're taking better care of themselves now. One of them, and this happens anyway, but one of them is a new mom. Well, not new. She's got 2 kids, and one of them's a baby. And how old is the baby? I don't know. She must be. She's toddling now. She must be about a year. Her hair's really starting growing, I noticed yesterday. And we can forget or not even have the time to do the self-care stuff when we're a new mum. I know that. But I've really noticed it in her. But I've noticed it in all my friends that I train with. They start taking care of themselves better. It's like they get in my energy and they're like, oh yeah, take care of myself. Yeah, it's important. Taught the universe how you expect to be treated, and other people, yeah. No patience. True! Oh my god. We haven't got one single card of patience out. It's a sign. All we've got is lovers and true love. Yeah. Got a bit of anxiety here. Well, in fact, that was a lot of anxiety. That was but that could be the low points in life, because after that we got about sharing it, or being creative, or sharing it, telling our stories with each other. So I feel that's the hardships that we've been through, the real tough times that we've been through, and then sharing them with our person when they come in. Let's get one of these out. Let's see if we can get another true love card out. But I'm not getting the patience card out of this one. Yeah, there's no patience in this. He was dancing yesterday, and one of our friends looked at him dancing. You see, I turned around and saw him dancing just as she was like looking at him dancing, and then she looked at me. I think she suspects something because I was kind of with a bit of a jig in my step. Where was I going? I was going to go and get something. And from doing that, turned around to see him dancing. Anyway. Spending quality time together, listen and talk to each other. That's that energy again, sharing. The talk could happen. Stop while we're ahead. You think? Back to what you love. Reevaluate your desires. Reevaluating life is what I'm getting from this. Back to what you love. It could be like back to basics. It could be, well, we saw it in another card. I read it out. It was something about finding out what's really important once you're in a relationship. What's really important to you. Let's get one more out. I'm not trying to find the patience card. I'm trying to find the true love card. Have faith. There you go. Have faith. I need glasses. I need the other camera that focuses. Have faith. Trust your faith in the situation. Again, that's that certainty that we got here. If you're getting more and more certain of it, that's a really good sign. More and more certain of it. The certainty. It shows that we're getting stronger, that we're putting that work in, that we're getting stronger. And it's a convoluted kind of a path to that, but our higher selves have been helping us on that path to get that trust and that confidence in this. Whichever part of the path that you're on in this as well, because we're all different. Like I've got someone lined up. You might too, or you might just be really clear in yourself and feeling it that someone's coming. It's going to be fast when it happens. Chariot. It's going to be fast and it's going to be big when it happens. It's like Ace of Pentacles. Super, super fast. Because the firm foundations have been put in beforehand by the individuals, but ready to be individuals within a relationship, and to keep our individuality within the relationship. It's important, especially because if we're talking twin flames, we've got a job to do, and we're not going to do that if we will drop the ball. I'll keep the lovers out on top of all of these decks to remind me that we've got the lovers out for everything today. Force card out. The lovers. Marriage. True marriage, a spiritual marriage. The real marriage. And that's what I feel like saying. It's like you're married to the wrong person, Like, the spiritual marriage is right, and I feel it. It's like, you're my husband, what are you doing with someone else? That kind of an energy. I haven't said it, but it's true. Blind justice. So there we go. Thanks everyone for coming along. Let's do this all over again in 2 days' time on Friday. And see if anything has happened. Because it might do. It might do. I'm feeling. And you know what? You know how I was saying, like, you'll know if it's happened for me because I won't be showing up to work. I think I will. I think I actually will be showing up to work. I think I will. I wonder what's beyond this. I wonder what they're going to have me, like, saying once I've reached that. Because I'm thinking, like what, yeah, what's beyond this in my work kind of thing. Am I still going to be inspired doing the pick card reads? I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, the pick a card read for today is what they secretly want you to know. What do they secretly want you to know? I'm going to make that today and put it out this evening, so check that out on my YouTube channel. Don't forget to click like on this video, everyone. Thanks for all of your donations, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye.